What is up, y'all? It's your boy Red back with part two of Sonic Heroes. So, our next stage is Grand Metropolis. And yeah, I actually think this stage is where the music like gets really good. Seaside Hill was a good track, but I remember this being a standout track when I was like growing up and stuff. And this is also one of the stages where I'm like, this is just straight out of like the Genesis games. Like this is not anything that I would. This is not like stages like this is just not something that Sonic Adventure tried to kind of like do. Like Sonic Adventure very much tried to stay like grounded in like reality. Even though I think it did it really, I think it did it cool. Like it was cool, and it has like its own charm, and of course, like honestly, I just think those games are just like kind of just more fun to play. But if it's one thing Heroes has, and it's a lot of Heroes haters out there, but it's one thing y'all can't deny. This game, it looks very good. Like it looks good. It sounds good. Like honestly, like I said in the last part, it just looks more. It looks more in line with like what Sonic is and like what Sonic games look like for the most part. Even though after this, I guess you could say this is actually the start of when they like kind of start back like harkening on the Genesis aesthetic like a little. But I feel like right here in this game they did it a good amount of where it was like, okay, yeah, we're doing like little like little visual aesthetic nods back to the Genesis games, but we're also still like making like new original things versus like Sonic Colors, which I feel like some things are maybe a little too like some things are maybe a little too much. Um, yeah, but that's a conversation for another day. Or like, what's another game? I wouldn't count Sonic Dash because that's like a mobile game, and that's like literally like ripping the stage like from this. But yeah, and then the Lightspeed Dash is kind of broken in this game. It worked. It sometimes it doesn't work, and that's the messed up thing. That's really the thing about this game that I've been saying. At least with the control, it's like it works, but it doesn't at the same time. It's like I just don't know. Like no, I'm trying to see how to put in words. I guess I'm trying to figure out was there like I'm starting to think there just wasn't like enough time for like play testing and like fixing bugs and stuff. Or maybe they were aware of all that stuff and they just decided to go with it anyway. But it's like the game is there. Like the game is like really like the levels and like the characters and the visuals and all that stuff. Everything is actually pretty solidly made. It's just like I feel like they could have had like a little bit more time, like trying to figure out the controls. And that's the reason why I feel like this game just isn't regarded the same. Is it or is much? It isn't regarded as highly as like Adventure One and Two, and I think that's the main reason. Even though Adventure One and Two don't necessarily look as good as this, but they control very well. At least they feel very good. It feels very good to control. I'm gonna say that, despite maybe like different like glitches and stuff like that. But when you come to this, it can get real rough. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily bother me that bad, but I know that I can understand how that can turn some people off, or really a lot of people. And oh yeah, this is the tornado attack. So when you're level 3, you don't even have to do that. That's like baked in Sonic's like homing attack. Yeah. So And then when you another thing, when you like different characters, well, depending on who you have as your leader, the cannon will take you like different places. So like usually when you're the flight character, it'll take you like higher up, and stuff like that. Oh yes, and grinding is back in this game. It I say the grinding is for the most part about the same as adventure. And dang, I messed that up. And the reason why I missed it is because the pole wasn't like up all the way yet, which is like my fault. But yeah, the grinding, back to the grinding. So the grinding is for the most part about the same from Adventure 2, except now you can like I guess like accelerate a little bit. Like when you hold down the B button or when you press it. Cause I'm not sure. When I hold down the B when I hold the B button, it doesn't feel like I'm going necessarily faster. Like how it is in Adventure 2. And oh my god, I keep jumping the gun. So yeah, let's go a different way for the third time. But yeah, what was I saying? That'll make me lose track of my thought. Oh, I was talking about the grinding. Yeah, the grinding for the most part is the same from Adventure 2, but now, of course we can like accelerate with the B button, but it doesn't work the same, I don't think, as Adventure 2. Because in Adventure 2, it's like when you held the B button, you actually felt like you were like, I don't know, I guess that was supposed to simulate them like putting more weight onto the rail. Therefore, they went like faster, like down and stuff. But in this game, it doesn't really necessarily feel like that. Like I feel like the grinding in this game is actually not as good because it feels slower for some reason. And right there, I know I had ample. I know I could have got the light speed dash right there. It just didn't do it. And like I said, the models look good, but the only gripe with the models is they're a little bit like they're a little bit like I don't know. They look like rubbery. No, they're a little bit like plastic looking, and that's more so just the lighting, not necessarily like the model, like the shape of the model or nothing. And actually, I think that's why this is actually something that is a issue that originated with this game, which a lot of people give a lot of shit to Adventure DX on the GameCube, which came out after this. Which I actually think that's why the DX models look like that, because they took cues from this game, trying to bring that over. But yeah, that's the only gripe I have with like the character models is they're like just kind of they're a little too shiny. They're just I don't know. I don't like that shiny plastic look like on characters. Like it's the same way with like Dragon Ball too. Like I don't know. I don't like all them highlights. But of course, we won't get the Hedgehog engine until what, like 5 years later. Dang, Sonic Unleashed is actually not very far off from this game. When you really think about it. Now, Sonic Heroes doesn't have I say Sonic Heroes doesn't necessarily have like a sequel in the sense of like there's like a Sonic Heroes 2. But I will say that, and we probably will play it on the channel because this is all leading up to, you know, I have a plan basically. But anyway, we might play Shadow the Hedgehog, which is pretty much like the sequel to this. I think it uses the Heroes engine for the most part, at least. Yeah. But of course, in that game, you only control one character, and there's like, you know, more like combat things going on. But yeah, like I was saying in the last part, and I really wasn't harking on it then, but I will say that this is another problem with the game. These levels are too. These levels can go on for a minute, bro. Like these levels go on for too long half the time, especially when you get like towards like the second half of the game. Like it be feeling like, dang, like when does this shit end? And then that on top of you having to play it 4 times, that just now I will say that Team Rose is actually, well, shit. Team Rose is technically supposed to be like the easy mode of the game, so their stages are like slightly shorter. But Team Dark is like, just like I think Team Dark stages are actually slightly longer, as well as they have like more enemies and stuff like in the stage. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure Team Sonic is what most of. I'm pretty sure the game was developed for the most part just with Team Sonic, and then they probably added all the other teams at some point later in development. That's what it gives, because the stages, because Team Rose's stages, they feel like bite-sized versions of like Sonic stages, and then Team Dark is just, they're also the Sonic stages, but just amped up a little bit. So they all technically go through the same stages, but they're like different variations. And then Team Chaotic, theirs is like mission based. So cool concept, but I think they shouldn't have made it. I think we should have just be able to go to the last story with I don't know. At least I don't know. I feel like if we complete the all the stages with Team Sonic, we should just be able to get to the end, because I mean that's who we play at the last story anyway. Oh, and the Thundershoot is like broken when when your flight character is level 3, they basically they can one shot damn near anything. Same way with the speed characters. That's why I say, like, I slick feel like, even though the flight characters aren't like as fast or nothing, I think they still kind of got like the para characters beat for the most part. Cause I don't know, it's just, if you're not running, it's like if you're not in the air and you're on the ground, you just want to use the speed character because they're just like faster. I feel like if the power characters were just like a tad bit faster, they'd be more fun to play with. Really, flight and power characters. But I'm pretty sure they made it like that because they probably wanted the speed characters, the only characters that are actually like fast. See, I did it right there. Home and attack. Yeah, the tornado was baked inside the home and attack once you get to like level 3. Oh, ouch. I lost all the moves. Like, do y'all see how long this is going on? Like, we are going on 6, like 6, about to be 7 minutes. Which, I mean, if y'all enjoy, if you really enjoy this game, I guess. But yeah, well, I ain't gonna do it like that. I enjoy this game too. Like I said, I like this game actually. Um, I probably played this just as much. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I played this a little bit more than Adventure One. Probably not as much as Adventure Two, but I probably played this more than Adventure One. I ain't even gonna care. I actually really like this game. Like I said, the visuals and the music, and then the control isn't as much as we say the control is like, the control is only like it isn't bad enough to where it's like unplayable or it just feels like a terrible game or anything. It's actually I can't it's actually play it's actually doable, to be honest. Like some people really just be kind of like over exaggerating some shit. Like yeah, it's not perfect. Yeah, it gets slippery, but I mean, this game is very much still like enjoyable. And this, I remember this section being way harder than what I thought when I played right here. Actually, for Team Dark, I think this is a little bit more challenging. Well, in terms of challenge, I'm gonna say for the whole game, it's not hard at all. Now, I would say that I actually do think this game is a little bit more challenging than say Adventure One and Adventure Two. But it's still for the most part kind of a walk in the park. Now, Team Dark is legitimately a little bit more challenging, but that's only because it's like more enemies and slightly longer, and your patience can run out a little bit more. But oh my god, 8 minutes. See, that's a problem. That is a problem. I feel like y'all should have broken this stuff up a little bit more. Y'all, but then again, it's like dang. Yeah, they should have made like 3X, like Sonic One. That would have been. I feel like they would have been okay. And just having shorter. I don't know. Now we got the emerald right there pretty quick. And I wish it was like that every special stage, but it ain't. And I have to go back and check. Now I hope we ain't having to get the Chaos Emerald for every team now. But I think if I recall correctly, I think you get them all. You just get them all with whatever. They're all like saved to every team. But I'll come next video. I'll know for sure, and I'll be like, dang, if it's not the case. Oh, but yeah, we also have character battles again, and it's just like Adventure One and Two, they're not that good. Like, mm, now actually, I would say these are very, very, very slightly, a little bit more like, they are better than Adventure One and Two, but I wouldn't say that these are still like good or anything. The problem really is like locking onto the enemies. Like, and then it's just, I don't know, it's just a mess. You basically just try to hit them somehow, or sometimes they just like die on their own. Like you see right here how I'm like struggling. It's really also more of a fight with the camera. Oh my god. You see how that, like, yeah, this is, and, and yeah, y'all can as y'all can see right here, you can actually control your flight character like on their own, which kind of sucks because it's like, dang, I wish he was like that like normally. But yeah, that was that. Yeah, and somehow we got a D. But yeah, okay, so that was part two of Sonic Heroes, y'all. I'm gonna go catch y'all in part three. So y'all stay tuned in, and this is your boy Red. I will catch y'all on the flip side. Ciao.